हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू द चैनल। आज मैं जो ओलिव बोर्ड में जो पहला मॉक होता है जो फ्री होता है वो अटेम्प्ट करने जा रहा हूँ। आप लोग भी इस फ्री मॉक को दे सकते हैं। देख ही रहे हैं लाइव टेस्ट में ठीक जा रहा है। अच्छा पेपर, ठीक ठाक बैलेंस पेपर लग रहा है। इसलिए मैं इसका जो फर्स्ट टेस्ट है, फ्री फ्री टेस्ट है, वो अटेम्प्ट करने जा रहा हूँ। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं। सब कुछ ठीक है। ओके, लैंग्वेज सेलेक्ट हो गई है। आगे बढ़ते हैं। स्टार्ट हो गया। ओके, इसको बाद में करेंगे। A spherical bowl of radius 8 centimeters is completely filled with ice cream. तो उसका वॉल्यूम क्या हो गया? 4/3 pi r cube. If the entire quantity of ice cream in the bowl 2/3 hemisphere है, if entire quantity is filled in exactly 32 cones each of diameter, तो रेडियस क्या हो जाएगा? ये हाइट क्या है विदाउट? अच्छा, हाइट ही निकालना है। तो ये 8 8 ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा। 8 दूनी की 16, दूनी की 32, 4, तो 4 आ जाएगा। ये लाइन ग्राफ है, निकालना क्या है वैसे? if total number of pens sold, और ऊपर तो नहीं है, ठीक है। if total number of pens sold by all shops together exceeds the total number of envelopes sold by all shops together by x, then by which of the following x cannot be divisible? Ratio of number of pens sold to number of envelopes sold. If total number of pens sold by all shops together, what will be the sum of 10 terms of the series? तो यहाँ पे 9, अच्छा, सम बताना है ना। 10 टर्म्स, 10/2, 2a, 64, 2a plus n minus 1, 9 into d, 81, 725। Nandini forgot her ID card, so she traveled from the airport in a cab at 84 kmph to her home and returns from her home to the airport in the cab at this. If she took 1 hour 30 minutes to cover the whole journey, then what is the distance between? तो एवरेज स्पीड क्या हो जाएगी? 2ab 196। 12 is the, then what is the distance between her home and the airport? 96 distance, टाइम कितना हो जाएगा? 72 आ जाएगा। A certain sum of money is amounted to rupees 7293 years at 12.5% per annum compound, and what is the sum? What is the sum? अच्छा, 8 9 हो रहा है। 512 की वैल्यू बतानी, ये दे रखा है, सीधे तो 512 यही आ जाएगा। आसान से दे रखा है। For how many colleges the number of students who play basketball is less than the average number of students who play cricket from all cricket okay बहुत छोटा है 48 52 तो यहाँ तो 100 हो गया यहाँ 30 36 यहाँ 54 लास्ट में क्या है 60 250 50 मतलब 50 से कम कितने हैं 1 2 3 3 है if this बराबर then find the positive value of this तो 47 यहाँ पर आ रहा है बाद में इसको देखते हैं एक्स क्यूब प्लस वाई क्यूब ये दे रखा है एक्स वाई दे रखा है वैल्यू ऑफ ए प्लस बी का होल स्क्वायर माइनस 3xy 728 8 9 72 91 26 27 प्लस 18 और 9 27 3 आ जाएगा क्यूब रूट निकालना है देयर आर टू ऑड नंबर्स a and b such that a plus b बराबर z ये भी बाद में करेंगे the value of cos square a plus 5 cos a plus 4 sin स्क्वायर a को लिख सकते 1 माइनस cos स्क्वायर है नीचे बचेगा 1 प्लस cos ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा 1 प्लस cos यहाँ क्या है cos स्क्वायर a क्या हो सकता है cos स्क्वायर प्लस 5 cos प्लस 4 अपॉन 1 प्लस cos वैल्यू पुटिंग से अगर करें तो क्या हो सकता है अगर 0 रखें साइन 0 ये तो 4 आ जाएगा 6 आ जाएगा 5 आ जाएगा ठीक है 0 रखते हैं cos 0 1 प्लस 5 प्लस 4 10 अपॉन cos 0 1 2 5 आ रहा है तो ये वाला ऑप्शन हो जाएगा if the volume of a regular hexagonal base prism which has height of this then what is the side of the hexagonal base of the prism अच्छा prism है the volume of a regular hexagonal prism which has height area of base root 3 by 4 a square into 6 which has height of 15 root 3 is what then what is side of the hexagonal base of the prism ठीक है तो क्या हो जाएगा 3 3 3 is 9 3 5 3 6 18 0 0 0 15 सिक्स 90, 96 जीरो, 4 400 आ जाएगा, 400, 1600, 40 आ गया है। If what is the value of this, इसको भी बाद में। In a college, the average monthly stipends of 40 PhD students is 6200, 40 PhD monthly stipend. ये when 18 PhD students left the college, the average monthly stipend increased by rupees 900, बढ़ जा रहा है। And what is the average monthly stipend of waiting students who left the college? तो बढ़ रहा है यहाँ पर, कितना बढ़ रहा है वैसे, 900, 900 इंटू 40, 900 इंटू 40 और इंक्रीज्ड, अगर इंक्रीज हो रहा है तो इसका मतलब इनका कम रहा होगा। 36,000 है, कितने, 18, 18 दूनी के 36, 2000। Then what is the average monthly stipends of 18 people who left the college? कैलकुलेटिव हो रहा है, वैसे ही कर लेना चाहिए क्वेश्चन बना के। Number n when divided by 132 gives the remainder 25, when n is divided by 20 what is the remainder? 3 आ जाएगा। What is the value of this? 8.45, ये क्या है, 9.3333, 17.78। अब इसमें से माइनस क्या करना है, 11.2222, 6.56 बार, only fourth option, ये बताना है। तो पहले दूसरे से निकालेंगे स्क्वायर माइनस बी स्क्वायर, 5 माइनस 4 तो 1 हो गया, ऊपर क्या बचेगा 2√5, और दूसरे वाले में क्या बचेगा, 2 टू 4 टू 8 में से 7 जाएगा 1, ये माइनस है, 2√2 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, एक सेकंड, इधर माइनस गया, इधर प्लस, प्लस गया, माइनस 2√7, 2√5 माइनस √5 minus √7. Equation of the straight line parallel to x-axis, and also 3 units below x-axis. Y बराबर -3. A flag 20 meter high is standing on the top of a building subtends an angle A. A flag 20 meter high is standing on the top of a building. एक flag is 20 meter high is standing on the top of a building. Obtain an angle A. Flag 20 meter high is standing on the top of a building. Flag है ना 20 meter high. Subtend an angle A where tan A 1/6 at a distance of 70 meter from the foot of the building. तो tan A दे रखा है perpendicular upon base. Then what is the height of the building? 6 की वैल्यू 70 दे रखा है. 1 की वैल्यू 70/6. But I'm missing, something is missing. Subtends an angle A. कुछ मिस हो रहा है. The selling price of television and watch in electronic store is in the ratio of 11:9. If the price of television is increased by 200 and the price of watch is increased by, then the ratio becomes this. 1188, 981, 7 की वैल्यू 2700 और 1600, 1100. क्या बचा है? क्या हो जाए? इनिशियल सेलिंग प्राइस ऑफ वॉच, वॉच 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 9 की वैल्यू 1414 triangle ABC and DEF. The areas of ABC and DEF are 40 square and this is to find the value of x if AB बराबर x minus 4 and DE बराबर x plus 1. X minus 4 upon x plus 1. क्या पूछा है? वैल्यू ऑफ x. x बराबर 14। मैं 9 को अंडर रूट करना भूल गया। टू सर्कल with center A and B have radii 26 centimeter and 25 centimeter respectively. They intersect each other at points x and y. If the length of common chord is if the length of the common chord is 45, then what is the distance between the centers? इसका रेडियस 26 दे रखा है, इसका दे रखा 25. They intersect each other at points x and y. If the length of the common chord 48, तो ये 24 हो गया, ये 24 हो गया, अगर ये 10 हो जाएगा, 14. What is the distance between their centers? 7, 24, 25, ये 7 आ जाएगा, 17. Anuj had a certain amount. He invested 30% of it in FD, 15% of it in gold, 20% of it in stock market, and kept remaining with him 30 to 50, 65, 35. If he got a return at 12% for a year on stock market, what amount did he get as return? 20,000 रुपये. 20,000 का कितना स्टॉक मार्केट में लगा? 20%, 4,000 रुपये. कितना फॉर अ ईयर? 48. The ratio of the number of sides of two regular polygons is this, and the ratio of their each interior angle is this. The number of sides of these polygons are 5 और 3. n minus 2 into 180. Each interior angle कह रहा है ना. n1 n2 minus 2 is equal to 9/5. n1 क्या दे रखा है? 5x minus 2 upon 5x minus 2 upon 3x minus 2 और 3/5 is equal to 9/5. 5x minus 2, 9x minus 6, 4x is equal to 4 minus 2, 6 minus 2, 4, x बराबर 1. तो ये तो सिंपली 5 और 3 ही हो गया. A bought a book at rupees y. A bought a book at rupees y. A sold the book to B at 8% profit and B sold it to C at 25% loss. If C bought the book at this, then the value of y is equal to. A bought a book at rupees y. अगर 100 की है तो इसने 108 में B को दे दिया and B sold it to 25% loss. तो 101 81. सी बोर्ड बुक एट रुपीज दिस, तो 226.8 की वैल्यू 81 दे रखी है. वाई वाई बताना मतलब 100 की वैल्यू बताना है. तो एक जीरो आएगा, ये तो सभी में है। 9 9 Z है, 9 दूनी का 18, 9 5 45, 9 दूनी का 18, 9 दूनी का 18, 280। Side xy and yz of a triangle xyz are produced to M and N. Side xyz side xy and xz are produced to M N if bisector of ZYM meet at this y x z ये दे रखा 48, then find the measure of this ypz 70 66 33 आ जाएगा। An article was bought at rupees 520 and sold at rupees, thereby gaining a profit of this. Had the article bought at 20% less and the value of X being rupees, this was less than the value of Y% would have calculated. There are three metals named as this. The ratio of weight of metal A to that of metal C is this. And the ratio of metal B to that of C is this. A से C का दे रखा है और B से C का. In what ratio metals A and B we may show that the ratio of weight of mixture to weight of metal C is 19:1. पच्चीस 17 1 A B C 26 और 17. What ratio A and B mixed so that the ratio of mixture of the ratio of weight of mixture to weight of metal C is 19:1. क्या कह रहा है? If the difference between the number of males and females in coach 1 is X, males and females का difference ये X दे रखा है. The difference between the number of males and females in coach 3 is Y, 8. ये क्या है? Y. And the difference between the number of males and females in coach 5 is Z, 15. X plus Y 10:1:1. There are 3% ABC employed to complete a work. In this work done by A in 4 days is twice the work done by B in 5 days. Work done by A in 4 days is twice the work done by B in 5 days. A का वर्क निकालना है ना. twice the work done by in 5 days. And work done by B, work done by A in 6 days is equal to the work done by C in 5 days. 5C. तो यहाँ आ जाएगा A by C आ गया 5/6, यहाँ से A by B आ जाएगा 5/2। A5 तो ABC क्या आ गया, ABC आ गया 6। Find a share of A and C in the total amount। A and C 6 2 8 5 13, 8 5 6 7 13। A और C का 11 की वैल्यू बतानी है। 9 4 13 7 2 9 4 2 4 2 6 7 4 11 13 5 6 13 78 7 6 13 5 65 11 13 9 9 1 चिपक गया 12 1 6 7249। In a college the average monthly stipend कितना दे रखा है, 62 into 40। When 80 PhD students left the college, the average monthly stipend increased by rupees. The average monthly stipend increased by rupees 900। The average monthly stipend increased by rupees 900। 18B इसको माइनस कर देंगे तो 7100 इंटू 18 है ना, तो 22। बार बार कैलकुलेशन मिस्टेक, चलो वो करते हैं पहले। P is dashed to the north of U in the given expression। P सब तो बड़े ही है। Question to when rotated 90 degree anti-clockwise and then 180 degree clockwise। डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज है। तो बेसिकली 90 डिग्री क्लॉकवाइज एक घूम रहा है। पहला ही हो जाएगा। A group of 130 students, 21 students did not choose in any of the two beverages, tea and coffee. 130 student, 21 student did not choose in any of the two beverages. तो 109 tea and coffee. 65 students choose tea and 49 students choose coffee. 65 and 40. 114. How many students choose tea only? सिर्फ टी कितनों ने चूज किया है? दोनों किया है। पांच लोगों ने। तो 65 and 5 गया 60. So remember that will be on face opposite to the one having number 1. 1 के opposite में 5 और 4 नहीं होगा। 6 4 6 4 5 3 5 3 अपने उसमें है तो बचा क्या 6 और 2 6 और 2 6 और 1 अपोजिट में हो गया तो 2 बचा खाली। JKL MNOP QRST CTEF HIJ ठीक है। किस ऑर्डर में YEA 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 R 2 5 1 in a certain code language 4 to 5 means okay। तो 2 3 2 2 4 6 2 2 4 6 7 4 ये बताना है करेक्ट कौन सा है। 57 अगर प्लस करें तो ये 60 हो जाएगा -48 12 टू 24 60 में से 24 जाएगा। ये नहीं होगा। 57 में से 13 जाएगा तो 44 57 डिवीजन 13 -48 इंटू 4 प्लस 2 तो ये नहीं होगा। 57 -13 डिवीजन 48 प्लस 4 इंटू 2 पहला ही होना चाहिए। 51 60 70 यही पहला ही है। क्या जो गलत ऐड कर रहा था। 1056 W means division, N means subtraction, A means addition, K means multiplication। 4 2 is 8, 4 4 is 16, 8 7 56, 5 48 53 214 और 536, 700 समथिंग। ये बताना है M% फर्स्ट P Q R S T U 5 W X Y Z A B C आना चाहिए। W X Y Z A B D D E F G H I K L M N O 675, 675 में से 608 माइनस कर रहे हैं तो 67, 608 में से 538, 7, 70 माइनस किया है, फिर माइनस किया है 538, 465, अच्छा बढ़ रहा है 67, 70, यहाँ 73 हो गया होगा, यहाँ पर 76 हो गया, यहाँ 79, 310 E F G H I J K B C D E F G H L M N O P Q R 11 H I J L M N O P Q R W X Y Z A, ठीक है, 5639114 5639 6511 9312 538 6 18 5 23 plate is 16 12 1 20 5 17 11 13 2 19 21 6 एम्बेडेड इन द फिगर, पहला नहीं है। तीसरा हो सकता है, कुछ मिसिंग तो नहीं है। नेक्स्ट, 4 था, 2 हुआ, 6 हुआ, दूसरे पे, तीसरे पे, चौथे पे, पांचवे पे आएगा। फर्स्ट, what is the number of those who have traveled to exactly 2 countries? Exactly 2 countries, तो 46, 89, 82, 217 in a logical and meaningful order. 1 window, 5 gutter, gutter roof, gutter foundation, window, ventilator, roof. Some cows are bulls, some horses are bulls. All bulls are cows. Some cows can be horses. Only second. 4 words are given out which is one different. Force, Newton, current, ampere, frequency, hertz, energy, जूल होता है ना। What is the code for people? People का कोड क्या है? इसमें people नहीं है तो क्यों नहीं हो सकता, 80 नहीं हो सकता, ऐसा इन दोनों में से कोई होगा। People, OC भी नहीं होगा, सिर्फ JS होगा। Find the odd one out. 7 3 10 17, 5 3 8 10 17, 8 2 10, 2 12 13, 8 6 14, 18 19। तीन, क्या ऑड है भाई। पता नहीं क्या ऑड है। BG 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 6 का अगर ग्रुप बनाया तो BD गैप BG B 2 2 4 2 6, फिर BD Q, तो क्या हो रहा है, पहले में Q आएगा, फिर B आएगा, फिर पी आएगा, QBP। By attaching the given two numbers not taken to the following option will be correct. 9 and 14. तेईस, 69, 69, 70, 15, 16, 16, 161, 37, 12 bits are 96, 96, 14, 110, 46 माइनस करेंगे अगर, 40 माइनस करेंगे तो 70, 70 में से 6 और माइनस करेंगे तो 64। पहला तो सही है। दूसरा देखते हैं, 22, 14 2 28, 11, 28, 8, 36, 37, 47 आ रहा है। 6 में से 4 गया 2, 5 में से गया ओनली 1। नहीं, एक सेकेंड, 14 की जगह 9 हो जाएगा ना, दोनों ही सही है, बोथ 1 and 2। 48, 47, 43. A family has 7 different cars. That is, the number of cars costlier than Acura equals the number of cars cheaper than Acura. The number of cars costlier than Acura equals the number of cars cheaper than Acura. Acura क्या होगी, बीच में आ गई और 7 है ना, तो 3 नीचे इनके होंगे, 3 इनके ऊपर होंगी। Only 2 cars are cheaper than Big, तो BUI से Big यहाँ हो गई। Only 2 cars are costlier than Audi. Alpha is costlier than Fiat. Alpha is costlier than Fiat, मतलब अल्फा ऊपर है Fiat से, बट नॉट कॉस्टलियर देन ऑडी, तो अल्फा नीचे ही होगी। तो अल्फा यहाँ आ गई, Fiat यहाँ आ गई। Ford is not costlier than, Ford is not costlier, Ford is not costlier than Dodge. Audi, Acura, Big, Alpha, Fiat. Ford is not costlier than Dodge, तो Dodge सबसे महंगी है भाई। If I visited 7 of her friends in different consecutive months, she visited only 2 friends between D and B who was visited immediately before A. The number of friends visited before A equals number of friends visited after E. She visited only 2 friends between D and B. 2 friends between D and B who was visited immediately before A. She visited only 2 friends between D and B who was visited immediately before. क्या कह रहा है, बार बार कंफ्यूज कर रहा है। A family has 2 married couples. The brother of Somu's wife is the husband of Nehu. तो नेहू का हस्बैंड कौन? द ब्रदर ऑफ सोमूज वाइफ, सोमू की वाइफ का ब्रदर। द ब्रदर सोमूज वाइफ इज द हस्बैंड ऑफ नेहू। द ब्रदर ऑफ सोमू, द ब्रदर ऑफ सोमूज वाइफ इज द हस्बैंड ऑफ सोमूज की वाइफ का ब्रदर, ठीक है। मिष्टी इज द डॉटर ऑफ द ओनली सिस्टर इन लॉ ऑफ नेहू। ओनली सिस्टर इन लॉ, तो यही हो गई, ये मिष्टी हो गई, इज द डॉटर, ठीक है। Then how is the mother of Misty related to the father of Somu? Mother of Misty related to the father of Somu. Wife. P6 star. क्या बोल रहा भाई, इसको तो देख के छोड़ने वाला है। There are two odd numbers A and B such that A plus B, which of the following is correct regarding the number Z? 3 into Z, two odd numbers A and B, 3 और 5 ले लेते हैं तो even हो जा रहा है। तो 3 into Z is always divisible by 6, नहीं ऐसा कुछ नहीं है। 3 into Z, अच्छा हाँ वो 6 से डिविजिबल होगा हमें से, क्योंकि ये ऑड ही मिल गया और यहाँ से इवन मिल जाएगा, ठीक है। 3Z प्लस 5, 3Z, 8 3 24 प्लस 3Z is always divisible by 11, ये नहीं, only 1। The given line graph shows the average of number of pens and envelopes sold by 6 shops, and table shows the ratio of, अच्छा, shows the average of number of pens and envelopes sold by 6 shops। अच्छा अच्छा, तो total number of pens sold by all shops together 4। 4 की वैल्यू ये है तो ये 120 हो जाएगा, ये 40 हो जाएगा, 5 30 150 155 30 60 और 90 7 35 into 7 35 35 5 70 140 140 और 30 170 175, नहीं हो पाएगा, टाइम टेकिंग है। He started a business with नहीं हो पाएगा। मैथ्स में थोड़े कम क्वेश्चन। नेक्स्ट, identify the segment in the sentence which contains a grammatical error if there is no error। Our maid who is very lazy. These days it seems it seems like everybody and their corporate parent company is talking about the metaverse as the next big thing that's going to revolutionize our online lives. But everyone seems to have their own idea of what the metaverse means. That is, if they have any real idea what it means at all. The term metaverse was originally coined in Neal Stephenson's seminal 1992 cyberpunk novel Snow Crash. In the book, the metaverse is a shared imaginary place that's made available to the public over the worldwide fiber optics network. Public over the worldwide fiber optics network and projected onto virtual reality goggles. In it, developers can build buildings, parks, signs, as well as things that do not exist in reality, such as vast hovering overhead light shows, special neighborhoods where the rules of three-dimensional space-time are ignored, and free combat zones where people can go hunting and kill each other. Meta, formerly Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg and his colleagues mentioned the word metaverse 80 plus times in under 90 minutes during last week's Facebook Connect keynote presentation, where the company announced its new name. But Stephenson has made it profusely clear that there has been zero communication between me and FB and no biz relationship. That means Facebook's interpretation of the metaverse might end up being quite different from what Stephenson originally described. In his Facebook Connect keynote last week, Zuckerberg said that the best way to understand the metaverse is to experience it yourself, but it's a little tough because it doesn't fully exist yet. From where we are sitting, asking people to try out some non existent thing doesn't seem like the best way to convey a full understanding of your bold new corporate direction. Allowing users to make their own metaverse content can be seen as a boon both for users who get to shape the virtual world to their whims and for the metaverse makers who don't have to spend a lot of time and effort creating every single virtual object from scratch. What is the definition of metaverse as portrayed in Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash? What is the definition of metaverse as portrayed in Neil Stephenson's Snow Crash? Neil Stephenson's in the book the metaverse is a shared it is a private imaginary place that is available to the people across the globe. Global fiber optic network displayed into virtual reality goggles. It is a common imaginary realm that is made available to people across the globe and displayed onto imaginary imaginary place imaginary place imaginary place तो first हो जाएगा according to which of the following cannot be developed in the metaverse unique neighborhoods where the norms of three-dimensional space are disregarded free combat zones where people can go hunting but a gigantic hovering overhead light avatar that imparts ये नहीं हो सकता what is the synonym of profusely abundantly by what evidence can we conclude that Facebook's definition of metaverse is different from the one described in Snow Crash? Stephenson admitted there has been no interaction between Facebook and him, no business conducted whatsoever. The idea of metaverse described in Snow is practically impossible to implement. There is no love lost between Stephenson and Zuckerberg. It will be financially exhaustible for तो सर पहला ही है that means Facebook interpretation might be end up quite different from the originally. There is there has been zero connection between me and FP. No interaction. Okay. How can both the users and the developers be in a win-win situation if users are allowed to make their own metaverse? Who get to shape the virtual world to their whims, and for the metaverse makers who don't have to spend a lot of time and effort creating every single virtual object from scratch. So the users and developers can create them together. The users get to shape the virtual world according to their preferences, while metaverse creators don't have to put in a lot of. Critics of standardized tests have had plenty of reasons to celebrate lately. MIT's announcement on Monday that it is not taking SAT scores into consideration for fall 2023 admissions was a major departure from these recent trends. Just as striking amid the widespread perception of standardized testing as an engine of inequality was MIT's rationale, not having SATs, ACTs scores to consider. MIT's Dean of Admissions, Mr. has to claim that dropping the SAT out actually it turns out actually hurts low income students rather than helping them. MIT's conclusion is absurd because students from richer families on average score higher on the SAT and other standardized tests than students from poorer ones. The correlation between family background and SAT performance is from about 0.25 to zero point 0.4, that is meaningful but far from perfect. Still, it's strong enough that some researchers dismiss standardized tests as nothing more than a proxy for asking, are you rich? But the income-related disparities we can see in SAT scores are not evidence of an unfair test, they are evidence of an unfair society. The test measures differences in academic preparedness, including the ability to write a clear sentence, to understand a complex puzzle, and to solve a mathematical problem. The SAT doesn't create inequality in these academic skills, it reveals them. Throwing the measurement away doesn't remedy underlying injustices in children's academic opportunity, and any more than throwing a thermometer away changes the weather. What was the argument put forward by Mr. STU regarding the decision of MIT to not consider SAT scores? Mr. STU claimed that dropping the SAT turns out actually hurts low income students rather than helping them. Domain SAT actually hinders rather than help low income students. What is the relation between SAT and your family background? 0.25 say 0.4. Which one of the following is not true in reference to the passage? Inequalities in academic skills are created by what is the synonym of consideration? Reject, disregard is strange. What is the conclusion made by MIT termed illogical? Students from wealthier homes score higher on certain than those disadvantaged families. When did Kelly become aware of the fact that अच्छा ये दूसरा है. There was once a girl by the name of Kelly. Kelly was very popular in her school because she was the captain of the basketball team, and she thought so highly of herself that she didn't even listen to other people's ideas. She She thought her ideas were the best. One day she got a new history teacher and she was different from the old one. When they had a group project, she made Kelly do it on her own. Kelly was really happy about that, but a couple of minutes later she realized that she didn't have a lot of ideas as she thought she had. She started looking around the classroom for ideas when she saw her classmates almost done with their project and felt a longing to be a part of the group. When the bell rang for the end of the school day, she went to wait for her mom. Out of nowhere, a girl approached Kelly and gave her a flyer for camp. Kelly asked, "Why are you giving me this?" The girl said, "Just go there," while pointing at the flyer. When her mom picked her up, Kelly told her about what happened. "Maybe you should go," said Kelly's mom. "Summer is coming up and I think you will like it." "I don't know. I'll think about it," said Kelly. Some days later, it was summer, and after a long time of thinking of the offer, she decided to go. When did Kelly become aware of the fact that she wasn't? And when the new history teacher made Kelly to do a project on her own, who picked Kelly up from school? Her mother. Which of the following statements are true? Kelly's mother was reluctant to let Kelly to go to the camp. When Kelly inquired about the flat, the girl told her to just go there. Kelly wanted to be a part of the group and she was out of ideas while making the assignment. B and C. What game was Kelly associated with? Basketball. What is the antonym of popular? Unimportant. Equivocal. Ambiguous. A newly coined word or expression. Neologism. Incorrectly spelled word. वोसिफेरस सही है वर्चुओसो अपब्रेड भी सही लग रहा है वर्चुपरेट गलत है due to the obnoxious weather the poultry was dropping like flies and the farmer suffered a huge loss due to the obnoxious weather poultry poultry were dropping poultry was होगा कि poultry were poultry The fashion blogger suggested that the latest model of Ray-Ban sunglasses is as good as not better than the older model. High entry fees are being charged on Christmas by the new restaurant. The new restaurant the new restaurant are being is charging high entry fees on Christmas. Established in 1990, the Seoul Peace Prize was an effort to dash the Korean people's yearning for peace on the Korean peninsula and in the rest of the world. It was initially established to test the success of the 24th Olympic Games held in Seoul, Republic of Korea, an event in which 160 nations from around the world took part, creating just a long word atmosphere of peace and here. Established in 1990, the Seoul Peace Prize was an effort to established in 1990, the Seoul Peace Prize to was an effort to establish the Korean people's yearning to crystallize the Korean people's yearning for peace on the Korean peninsula and in the rest of the world. An effort to establish the Korean people's yearning for peace. It was initially established to commemorate the success of the 24th Olympic Games held in the Republic of Korea, an event in which 160 nations from around the world took part, creating dash creating harmony and friendship and a worldwide atmosphere of peace and reconciliation. Feather one's own nest. A reserved or shy person who enjoys spending time alone. Introvert. My mother said I wanted to meet you tomorrow. My mother said that she next day. You have performed so many wonders in healing sick people. So many wonders in, in healing sick people have been performed by. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. She says that whenever she visits her uncle, she always takes a hike to the mountain. She says whenever I visit my uncle, whenever I visit my uncle, I always take a hike to the mountain. Yes, I have heard of his scheme for perpetual peace, and it is very interesting, but hardly, and it is very interesting, but and it is very. Yes, I have heard of his scheme for perpetual peace, and it is much interesting, and it is very interesting, but hardly feasible. Abysmal. ये नेगेटिव वर्ड है. Shallow. Abysmal. Average. The boy said reading books has been very life changing for me. The boy said that reading books had been very life changing for him. It is no surprise that the thinking tissue in our body consists of dense networks of dash arranged neurons. It dash in the forward end of the skull and receives signals from all over the body which it thinks about before to them. Obviously, in order to receive these signals from the nerves, this thinking part of the brain in the skull must be attached to nerves coming from various parts of the body. It is no surprise that the thinking tissue in our body consists of dense network of intricate arrangement arranged. It is no surprise that the thinking tissue in our body consists of dense networks of intricate intricately arranged neurons. It dash in the forward end of the skull. It resides in the forward end of the skull and receives signal from all over the body which it thinks about before it originates. It originates in the forward end of the reside हो कि originate and receives signal from all over the body which it thinks about before responding. Obviously, in order to receive the signal from the nerve, this thinking part of the brain in the skull must be attached to nerves coming from various parts of the body. Must be connected to nerves coming from various parts of the body. Similarly, if this part of the brain is to dash muscles to move, nerves must carry the signal. Similarly, if this part of the brain is to instruct muscles is to instruct muscles to move, nerves must carry this sitting back. Gradual. The trainer told the new recruits that this dash is an art and they should carry it out with utmost honesty and dedication. The trainer told the new recruits that that encroaching is an art and trainer told the new recruits that inspecting is an art and they should carry it out with utmost honesty and dedication. Encroaching तो नहीं होना चाहिए. R नहीं होगा. P. When leaving, Dr. Bennett called back through the open door for the benefit of any outside listener. Uh, when leaving, Dr. Bennett called back through the open door for the benefit of any outside listener. When leaving, Dr. Bennett called back through the बहुत noise आ रही है. When leaving, Dr. Bennett called back through the open door for the benefit of any outside listener. Q या S. He listened to the story of what had happened, then went back to check on Morgan, who was much better. SQ या QS. When leaving, Dr. Bennett called back then to open door for the benefit of any outside listener. Morgan must remain in bed for at least uh, Morgan must remain in bed for at least 48 hours. He listened to the story of what had happened, then went back to check on Morgan, who was better? कौन सा होगा भाई? Just then the doctor arrived. Just then the doctor arrived. He listened to the story of what had happened, then went back to check on Morgan, who was much better. Morgan must remain in bed for at least 48 hours. When Link the man called to the for benefit of any outside listener. Tani. Abysmal, fine, average, bottomless, shallow, abysmal, average, refine लग रहा है. Most people associate the word coral with sunshine, blue skies, and Australia's Great Barrier Reef. A या B? A. In fact, more than half of the 5100 species on the planet exist as cold water corals in deep and dark parts of the world oceans. Most over time, in some cases, millions of years, cold water corals can grow to eventually form huge skyscraper-sized structures on the seabed called coral mounds. Unlike most other animals, coral are immobile and so rely heavily on currents to transport tiny bits of organic material to feed upon. How can both the users and the developers be in a win-win situation if users are allowed to make their own metaverse? Which of the following statement is not true in reference to the passage? Throwing away the measurement does nothing to address underlying unfairness in children's academic opportunities. The income-related variations in SAT scores are not proof of an unfair. The SAT measure disparity. The income-related variations are not proof of an unfair exam, but of a biased society. Inequalities in academic skills are created by SAT. Inequality. Inequality. Throwing away the measurement does nothing to address underlying unfairness in children's academic opportunities. पता नहीं क्या कह रहे हैं, छोड़ता हूँ उसको मैं. 21. The fashion blogger suggested that the latest model. The fashion blogger suggested that the model of latest model of Ray-Ban sunglasses is as good, if not better than the old model. ये कुछ गड़बड़ लग रहा है यहाँ पे. जनरल अवेयरनेस करता है. ये जल्दी बंद करने का मन कर रहा है. Which of the following is an ammonotelic in nature? Land snails, bony fishes, mammals. Ammonotelic क्या होता है? Bhamakalpam, composed by Siddhendra, we still now consider the peace, the resistance of the Bhamakalpam. Bhamakalpam Siddhendra Yogi. ये सब कुचिपुड़ी का है क्या? Who was this political group of Subhash Chandra Bose? Chittaranjan Das. Which of the following plant hormone regulates the growth of plants? Auxins. What is the theme of World Suicide Prevention Day 2022? Who among the following has been appointed as the 57th Prime Minister of the UK? Rishi Sunak. Muriatic acid is one of the names for muriatic acid. HCl था कि सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड था? चलो सल्फ्यूरिक एसिड मारते हैं. If we can count the number of the compressions or reactions that cross per unit time, we will get the frequency of the sound wave. It is usually represented by the symbol frequency. लैम्डा नहीं होता है, ये बी है कि न्यू है? फ्रीक्वेंसी एफ कर देते हैं. In commemoration of the World Environment Day and the World Oceans Day, Reliance Games came up with a unique initiative to raise awareness regarding the hazards of plastic among children and youth. It was done through its game called The Teaching of Buddha is compiled into three Pitaka. In which of the following language was the three Pitaka written? उस्ताद अमजद अली खान सरोद एक का बी, उस्ताद बिस्मिल्लाह खान दो का सी, सेकंड ऑप्शन. वांगला फेस्टिवल इज celebrated in which of the following Indian state? वांगला मेघालय, मेघालय है या शायद मेघालय है. According to the Bureau of Indian Standards, the upper limit of TDS levels in drinking water is, ये नहीं पता. Which of the following is one of the examples of terrestrial ecosystems? Desert. Which five-year plan focused on rapid industrialization, heavy and basic industry, and advocated huge imports through foreign loans? Which of the following is not a characteristic of monopolistic competition? Who was the first Indian to be elected to parliament in Britain? Dadabhai Naoroji. The provision for the annual financial statement 112 में है for the state and state percentage are mentioned in which of the following? 112 and 202. Which of the following factors are responsible for the formation of soil? पेरेंट रॉक करता है, क्लाइमेट करता है, माइक्रो ऑर्गेनिज्म भी करता है, और टाइम तो करता ही है. रिलीफ करता है कि नहीं पता नहीं, सभी करते हैं. द कोड ऑन वेजेस 2019 सबस्यूम्ड, पता नहीं. बान भट्ट वाज अ कोड पोएट ऑफ हर्षवर्धन. हाउ मेनी हैंड जेस्चर आर देयर इन मोहिनीअट्टम? नो आइडिया. हाउ मेनी टोटल आइलैंड्स are there in the Union Territory of Andaman and Nicobar? 777. Which country beat Bangladesh to lift SAFF Under-20 Football Championship trophy? India. Which Union Ministry recently approved a dash scheme for the development of over 1400 schools across the country as PM School for Rising? पता नहीं. सबमिट करने जा रहा हूँ क्योंकि बहुत यार अभी तो नेक्स्ट सेक्शन भी बचा है. Which of the following is not a layer of TCP/IP model? Which of the following makes MS search for a certain value in a column? Search engine, web browser, system software, MS-DOS, Seeker 2. सर्च इंजन में से कौन सा है? बिंज है। ए का 4। which of the following virus attaches itself directly to a file infected boot sector virus? Which of the following input device converts document image into digital form? Scanner. 2 का D, 2 का D, 2 का D. The following is not an example of a hardware. Word. Which printer is also known as bar printer? Pressing the key combination Control and W in Windows 10. Unsolicited. What is the length of address used by IPv4 IPv4 and IPv6 32 bits? What is the total number of function keys in computer keyboard? In MS Excel, which of the following is not alignment? What does BCC? सबमिट कर रहे हैं। तो टोटल स्कोर भाई 262 है और इंग्लिश वाले सेक्शन में लग रहा है काफ़ी रॉन्ग हुए हैं। 15 क्वेश्चन रॉन्ग है। तो ये है भाई पहला टेस्ट मैंने दे दिया। मुझे इंग्लिश करने का बिल्कुल मन नहीं कर रहा था। चलिए मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। टिल देन बाय बाय, टेक केयर एंड हैव अ नाइस डे।